Welcome to episode 2 of Debunking AEW Haters. The topic we're debunking has to do with this idea that Cody Rhodes is the second coming of Triple H in terms of booking himself to bury talent. Cody Rhodes is a polarizing figure in the business and is often the subject of heavy scrutiny. I usually don't like when wrestlers get criticized for their booking because that's largely out of their control 99% of the time. Guys like Roman Reigns and John Cena have long taken the brunt of fans' frustration with their booking, and it's usually unfair. However, Cody's situation is a little different. I'd argue that Cody has more power in AEW than someone like Roman Reigns ever had in WWE. For a lot of reasons, but mainly because Cody is a legitimate executive in the company, so it's fair to analyze his position and how that power is leveraged to his benefit. With that being said though, the haters are wrong. Who the hell has Cody buried? I mean, who? Seriously, who? Cody doesn't bury people, and he certainly doesn't exalt himself on the show the same way people say he does. To expand on the latter part of that, let's take things back to 2019. There was a period around that time where Cody Rhodes was legitimately considered one of, if not the top babyface in the business. The AEW fans loved him not only for his work in the ring, but for the major role he played in bringing the company to fruition. I myself would have loved to see him with the championship at some point had he maintained his position. Instead, he actually seemed to be self-conscious about this perception of overbooking himself and essentially stunted his own momentum. When he did get the chance to challenge for the AEW title, he needlessly added the stipulation that he would never challenge for the title again if he lost. Reason being that he didn't want people to think he was abusing any sort of power or leveraging his position in the company. He did actually lose that match via his former friend and protege MJF throwing in the towel. Cody would then put over MJF in their feud, and this helped prop up one of their homegrown premier talents. To this day, he stayed true to that stipulation and hasn't challenged for the AEW title since. Cody would go on to put over guys like Darby Allin and Brodie Lee and quickly lose his status as a top babyface in the business. That's a far cry from burying people. After his TNT title run, Cody relegated himself to random blood feuds with mid-card and enhancement talent. The hype for his matches paled in comparison to those higher on the card. I was a fan of the Nightmare Factory storyline though, and it seemed like Anthony Ogogo was on his way to being a breakout star. He ultimately got hurt though, making his loss to Cody the only direction to go for now. Cody would also rack up wins against Shawn Spears, Matt Sydal, and other guys of that caliber who don't belong going over Cody at this particular juncture. So needless to say, the wins that Cody has gotten did not bury anyone, and were wins he needed and were supposed to get. Overall, Cody doesn't bury people. Quite the opposite, actually. He's made an asserted effort to not appear that way, and it's done him no favors regardless, so he should book himself for the fans, rather than the haters going forward. Comment if you agree or disagree what topic I should cover next, and subscribe for more.
This is for Rachel, you big, fat, white, nasty, smelling, fat bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling, dirty, white, racist ass, big, fat bitch, oompa loompa body ass bitch.